Hello everyone, you know who I am, and you know what I do by now. Just one test last week, little bit unlucky, little bit unfortunate. Go and watch the video, it was an Anik. Today I want to talk about self-employment and driving instructors. Now driving instructors have always been self-employed ever since driving instruction was a thing. What, 60, 70, 80 years or whatever it is, have always been self-employed. I've often thought that we should have some sort of big company, some massive company that maybe one of the local franchises like A or RAC or Ass and Go.
Don't you mean Pass and Go?
No, I definitely said Ass and Go.
No, surely it's Pass and Go, P.
No, Ass and Go.
Oh, I see, you're taking the P.
Anyway, I digress. So one of the big companies, maybe somebody like the AA or Red Driving School or Bill Plant or something like that, some of the bigger companies, maybe they should be employers. They could employ instructors directly. Why not? Isn't that a good idea? As you are self-employed, then you're not entitled to certain things. You're not entitled to holidays, you're not entitled to paid leave or sick. You're also not entitled to any pension. You have to fund your own pension. You pay your own taxes. You've got to pay your own national insurance. As a result of being self-employed, and all the other people out there, I can hear you saying, I can hear you typing on the keyboard. But right, I'm self-employed. I'm a tree surgeon or a plumber or a plasterer. Yeah, I know those jobs are also employed. They work in a hybrid system. Some people work for themselves, some people don't. But driving instructors, surely they're just a little bit unique in that driving instruction, really, aren't you just working effectively for a government department? Technically employed, we use employed in the loosest terms, by the Department of Transport through the DVSA. The DVSA monitor our testing and our standards. They can say whether I hold that badge up in that corner or not. They're the ones that make the decision about whether we can drive and get paid for lessons on the road. So aren't we employed by them in some way, shape or form? Maybe they could employ us. DVSA and the Department of Transport are all civil servants. They're all civil service departments. Everybody who works for the DVSA are civil servants. Everybody who works for the tax office, they're all civil servants. Anybody that's involved in and around the Home Office, they're all civil servants. Certain jobs that they do, if they decide that they've had enough of that job, what happens is they get chucked back into the pool of people that apply for jobs. I can hear already as well, SG Robin, looking at you, that, well, surely driving examiners are not going to leave being a driving exam. Well, the civil servants, actually they have, and they do, and they go and join other government departments. In fact, first-hand experience of one driving examiner who became a manager in the tax office at Newcastle. I'm not going to say what, where, how, why. So actually, it does happen. Driving examiners do move to other government departments, it turns out, because they are civil servants. The people who are already employed in the civil service move around the civil service wherever part it is. That's Department of Work and Pensions, Tax Office, whether that's environment or culture, or whether the civil servants move into the health service or even the Cabinet Office. DVSA isn't any different. Still civil servants stay within the civil service. Maybe driving instructors could become a civil servant. That would work, wouldn't it? Civil servants, 27% pension contribution, 31 days a year holiday, increasing 32, 33 maybe. They used to get bonuses, training, holidays, sick, paid leave. I'm always thinking as well, what about an independent instructor? What about the ones that just work for themselves? Maybe they can work directly for the DVSA, maybe driving very basic pool cars, being on a minimum driving contract and using flexi. Maybe they could be a civil servant. The independents, they could be civil servants. Maybe the bigger companies could employ some sort of training schedule for their pupils and their tutors. In Australia, they use a hybrid system where you can be self-employed or you can go and work for a big school. The big school would then train you up as a pupil with an instructor. USA have specific schools, school ed, they do driver's ed and things like that. Germany, they're all employed as government agency people. In France, very complicated. They act like some sort of coach or school teacher, very complicated, that one. But they're employees of something, driving instructors. The franchise people that could be owned by the big companies could employ them directly. A bit like the difference between going private, I guess, and being in the NHS. You pay for a quality service or you pay national insurance to do the basic thing. I don't want to really get into the ins and outs of all the logistics even. But what do you think? Do you think you'd be better off as an employed person or a self-employed person? Well, I've been employed and self-employed. I like what I've got now. I just wish I had paid holidays, pension, bonuses, sick pay, Ofsted style assessments and training. That does actually sound a little bit more tempting. What do you think? Maybe you could answer. Well, if you like me, subscribe. Why not? I'm on 485 as I film this video. 515 to get to 1,000. 500 sounds like a good milestone. That should happen sometime in the next week or so. I'll probably put something out about that. But subscribe, enjoy, have happy driving, enjoy your week, enjoy your day, whatever you're going to do. Happy driving. I was subtitling something a little bit earlier on. I was messing about with it, and as the subtitle, the DVS8 came out as devious. Coincidence?